Okay, welcome back to the stream. We're going to be resuming our playthrough of Vintage Story 1.20, and we are very excited to get back into it. I will say, that I'm very excited. Okay, let's see here. I'm very excited to get back into it because this is a very fun playthrough so far. I'm having a good time. We will also do a produced video, so let's start the video. And welcome back to Vintage Story. This is episode 2 of 1.20 playthrough. Why are we not streaming? Let me check this out on YouTube. Are going to be loading up. Okay, we seem to have audio but not visual. Why aren't we having visual? Let me just try a couple things real quick. Up the game. Okay, we seem to be live. Okay, yeah, we're live. Okay, we're good. Okay, so it's like Restream is like being weird about it. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, sorry, I just had to make sure everything was working. Welcome back to Vintage Story episode 2. We are back in our world, and I happen to find an interesting little treasure down in the depths here. Boy, let's use this. You know, I figured I'd do a little work off camera, but then I was down in the depths, and I figured, you know, let's just bring them in to show how you explore ruins. So we found this ruin. I'm just off the coast here. I think I might have gone down one of these holes, and I found myself in this area where we've got some goodies. I don't have a ton of inventory space. I'm gonna temporarily at least put these cobwebs back. I've already got a good aged bed upstairs. Go ahead and get that combat book. Okay, I definitely want that torch holder. Probably want both of these. And I have room for one more thing. I could get the rot or the bed, probably. Alright. Alright. So that's largely it for that one. We'll come back with glue at some point, maybe, and do more to get stuff out of there. Well, I guess I could get that bed. Let's get that bed still. Alright. Well, this is a big cave system that we discovered during our exploration. Now, we definitely have to get back out of here at some point, but I just checking around. We do have this beautiful source of Ulvine. Very convenient. Where did you come from? Did I come from up here? Boy, it sure is nice to have a good set of tools early on in this playthrough rather than having to wait for it. Alright, so this is a cave. And to get out of the cave, I remember I had to follow the water, basically. Yep, there's the sunlight. But I've got a couple more things to look at, so let's go down this way first. Okay, we've got a bell. Not sure where the bell's at. It must be down here, I'm guessing. Okay, we've got enemies spawning. I've got a locust to spawn down here. I mean, it must be like right over here or something. Because there was this other hole, this other space over here. It's really hard to pinpoint where this thing is. It's very annoying and loud, whatever it is. Let me turn down the sound. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so that's more tolerable, but man, that is loud. I really want that. Let's get rid of that dirt. And one of the reasons we want the temporal gear so much anyway, which it's not a bad thing that we ran into a bell, because yeah, we can get some goodies, but yeah, it must just be down here. I'm trying to think how to get down here. One of the reasons bells are so freaky is because of how, like, jarring their sound is. The lore behind bells, also creepy. They were invented to, like, give the people... Okay, we'll talk about the lore in a later episode, but they were like a communication device for the refugees living underground, basically, I think. Okay, there's a saw blade. That one might give us some trouble. Okay, we've got the saw blade. Oh, we got 2 bells. Wow. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had 2 bells at the same time. Okay, that will solve the sound issue there. We don't have any food though, so we are starving. And we don't have enough inventory space for half of this stuff. Let's... I mean, there's a few things we really don't need on us. So we do have to leave and go get food, but man, if you're playing a new playthrough, you shouldn't take on 2 bells at the same time like this. Okay, that preserves these objects. There's another saw blade locust down there. Okay, let's harvest this guy. Alright. We do have another ruin right here. This is at a 68. Alright. Yeah, not a lot of collectibles in this one. That's okay. We'll come back with glue and get some of these clutter objects. There's a rusty gear in this. I think this bowl is the most useful thing here, so let's take that and get out. Oh, gotten one more up here. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, and we do have another place down here, but we'll have to come back for that. Okay, we've got Bowtorn. Let's leave. They're gonna shoot at us as we leave here. There is some silver in this huge quartz deposit. I should mark the quartz. Alright, let's get out of here. And get some food. Our farm is, at least for now, complete. Definitely want to put some more fencing up, but for now, we've got a decent farm set up. It's going to take a while for these things to grow, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to start a rot barrel here. Alright, let's have this meat stew. I'm going to put this other torch holder, let's see. I'll put this over here. I went ahead and improved our burn pits here to make a roof over them so they can work in the rain. And I got 2 of those ingot molds done, so that's very helpful. Put a second torch in this torch holder. Alright. I did find some saltpeter down below, so let's put that in storage. Can I put this up? No. Alright, so we're making good progress here. We can also store these on the ground. And store these on the ground. Alright, so I do have a few leftover seeds that I wasn't able to plant into the farm. Alright, gotta figure out how I'm gonna do these pigs. I think maybe like maybe aim for right about here. So let's make, well, let's go to bed first. And as you can see, during the summer, I'm usually sleeping in the straw bed because daylight is still significant enough that we can wake up fairly early and get a full day. All right. It is morning. All right. So now that we're back in the daytime, let's go ahead and start looking at these Arctic vessels. I'm gonna put these nesting boxes down for now. Alright, so we're gonna grab these up. Alright, we'll make 2 fence gates. And a boatload of... Okay. Here is that bed. So we'll take these fences. And ultimately the main... Oh god. This bear came upon me out of nowhere. Why are bears spawning over here? This is weird. This is the second bear I've had like spawn out of nowhere. I mean, the island is only so big, right? A little breaking of immersion there. I really want the bear's hides now, though. And meat. He runs a lot faster than me. Back in the day, if you got a bear out at the sea, they would, like, drown randomly. Okay, well, that bear seems to be running away pretty successfully, so I'm gonna let him be. If he comes back, he's, like, probably gonna get one-shotted. I mean, unless he recuperates enough health by then. Okay. So anyway, as I was doing, we're going to make a pig pen. And I think we're going to go right where I put these troughs here, basically. I'm going to basically go like that. Alright, so I'm going to put these a little bit further in. Okay. And then we'll go like this. Alright, that's going to be the pen. Now, we will be making a path for these pigs to get over here. This also helps with our farm to keep it secure from rabbits and such. For now, we'll start with that. And see what we can get done here. Okay. So the hope is that we can... Oh, hello. Hi. I don't wonder why he was angry at me. Are there boars in the area? Or piglets in the area? Oh, there is. One of the piglets found its way over here. Okay, that's fine. We'll try to lure you in as well. That's kind of cool. So let's see if I can lure this one in right there. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so let's try this again. If we just slowly deprive them of space and kind of take away their options to run or go the wrong way, they'll eventually make their way down to the right place. Like that. I'll keep that like that to keep the lantern there. Okay, so that is working. Let's go and slowly work on the other side here. So we've got this piglet in here. That might attract the adult pig. Either way, though, we can close this off once the pig goes over. And that gives us more fencing here. Oh, and I should make, put these in. Okay, so we've got the sow and a piglet. Basically connected. Making progress. All right, here we go. Okay, there seems to be really good progress being made now. Okay, so we can now get rid of this superfluous fence, although we want some fencing up for the farm, so I guess we'll keep this line here. Okay. So we've got the farm fence pretty well established now. Okay, there we go. The fence is pretty well connected now for the farm. Let's go ahead and open that up. Open that. I think the pigs can get through that. I could be wrong. There we go. Continuing to make slow but steady progress. Come on, buddies. Eventually, when they get close down here, we're going to run into the problem of them wanting to attack us. Alright, maybe if I put some food in his little pen, they would come. So I'll have to go around. Oh, there's some chickens. Woof. That's a lot of chickens that just spawned in there. They must have, maybe, it could be that they spawned in when I was down below. Found that jug down below as well. Alright, so it was oh yeah, some food. I'm just gonna take 12 svelte grain. And get that in the trough to attract pigs. Okay, there we go. Very close to having this done. The pigs seem to have trouble with this fence gate, so let's get that out. Okay, so we've got the pigs trapped in a coherent pen. We've got 4 pigs now, 1 piglet, 2 boars, and a sow. Alright, we can also think about feeding these goats, although I hesitate to use the little food that I have on animal feed when I'm probably going to need to use it myself to survive. Okay, next, oh, we're doing on time. Okay, next, what is next? I guess we can make some, bronze. Now that we have a hammer. Let's do that. Let's see here. So we'll take the crucible, put it in our fire. Take some cassiterite here. Again, we found the cassiterite underground previously. Get this copper smashed up. Quite a bit more cassiterite if we need it. Okay. So, with that, we have to balance a basically 9-to-1 ratio of copper. To 900, so if we do 100 units worth of tin, that will create 1,000 bronze. And then actually we can do a little bit more even. I'm going to distribute this 87 through that, and this 13 over here, 1,500. So, look, we're not going to be able to make all of this at once, but let's at least start. I'll go ahead and throw this brown coal in here to get it started. I just had that laying around. Okay, and while that's heating up, let's make more ingot molds. Alright. These are very easy to make. By the way, let's Okay, we've got pottery. Let's do this one. I'm slowly but surely adding our little perks for our X skills mod. Okay. All right, and that's 2. Let's check in on the crucible. It's starting to heat up. We're going to need quite a bit more coal to get that completely done. And the reason we're making bronze ingots is because, ingots, because we want to be able to have a usable tool, usable type of ingot where we're not wasting like steel on certain things like hammer, like nail and strips or whatever it's called. Okay, and we'll go to duplicate. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple charcoals and just have these ready to supplement that to continue it. All right, I'm gonna take these bricks out. We're gonna stack these. These are refractory bricks. They're used in steel making. It's one of the gifts I gave myself when I started this world, and we don't need to take up the space in the chest there. Okay, so next, let's get some grass. Oh, by the way, now that we have coal, we can shift right click on these to get the images. All right. There's all that. And now we need some firewood to complete that, so we need 16 firewood. So one thing after I finish this that we're going to look into is the beehive kiln. Now we're probably not at the level of technology to be able to do that realistically. But I want to get a sense of what that's going to take. Oh, and we've got a grass fire here. Just going to go ahead and stamp that out real quick. One thing to keep in mind about pit kilns is they do tend to start fires, so it might be worthwhile to put some blocks down that are not susceptible to having a fire started, so let's do that. And this will temporarily jeopardize these spaces, but this was Terra Firma Craft, these would be completely toasted. But I think this game is more forgiving of taking away side blocks temporarily while your pit kilns are going. Okay, that should be good. And then we'll fill this one in too. Okay, so that's a fairly well-established pit kiln now. And I got these fanned granite cobblestone blocks for a reason. I like them a lot. And they make a good, like, in-between building kind of block. I love how these patterns come together. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this in there, and let's check on this. This looks like it's petered out, although it's still cooking. We'll go add the extra charcoal in there. I'm surprised this is doing so well, given that I neglected it. Okay. Time to start getting these Arctic supply vessels done. These are just, like, full of random goodies. Okay, we got a book and a bunch of fire clay and some healing item there. Survival. Speaking of which, we need to start getting long life, well-rested, huge stomach going. Do 1 well-rested and 2 huge stomach, but combat I'll do swordsman and looter. Temporal adaptation will do temporal adapted. Temporal recovery. Digging, I'm going to do clay digger, shovel, mix. I'll do mixed clay. That will be helpful because that will give me different types of clay when I mine up a certain type. I'm definitely going to do ore miner to get as much ore out of things, but let's also do pickaxe expert. That'll increase our mining speed. Husbandry will do feeder, rancher. Hunter. Okay. So have we distributed all of our skill points? Yes, we have. So again, we're getting some different clays, some stones, some dried grass, and some clay and some cattail. Okay, so let's see what all we got. A couple survival books, some granite, some andesite, medium fertility soil, bizarrely. Forestry book. Let's get these books eaten, per se. Digging 10. Okay, we got 10 flints. Let's put that in here. I'll put this stone in here. The fire clay we'll put in here as well. That's going to be important later. The healing we'll put in there. All right. So that's really good progress. Let's make a few more wood paths. All right. So looking at the map, we're slowly but surely developing our little village here. We've got our farm more or less secured. Pig's pen, goat pen. So things are coming along nicely. Let's take a look at the animals. There's a grasshopper in there too. Everything seems to be going. The pigs have eaten this, but unfortunately I don't know if we're going to get... Yeah, I think we're going to have to wait for the pig to mate there. Alright, let's go to sleep for the night. We're probably gonna need to make some more food. Alright, there's the bed. Alright. Now we gotta decide. We've got to think about what kind of wood we want to use on our buildings. Now, I looked at a picture of a Japanese feudal village last time. Our basic options are birch, maple, walnut, oak, pine. And, you know, we can get some more of these. But, realistically, we already have some maple. Quite a bit of maple over here. And this is more maple. I don't know why there's so much like maple brush, like shrubbery. It's kind of unusual in my experience. Usually the shrubbery is birch. That's cool though. I'm trying to find different types of trees. Let's go to the pine area at least and get some pine cones. I think I already have... I'm pretty sure I got some oak. I must have planted it. But let's get some oak wood this time, as well as these pine cones. There we go. And then let's get some oak wood and pine wood. Okay, let's get this pine tree. And we did get a bonus resin on that one. We're gonna have to start thinking about resin a lot because we have very few pine trees. And there's not gonna be a lot of natural resin. Can I do the primitive survival thing where you carve out a thing to leak resin? Let's get this birch wood because I don't think we have a lot of that. And then we need oak wood. We already have some walnut. Okay, here is a piece of oak wood. Let's grab that. This is for demonstrational purposes, so we just need one. Alright, so we'll head back. Let's get this oak tree as well. Alright, so put a couple maple trees there. A couple birch trees. And we'll plant these pine trees here. Okay, now we can take a look at some different wood types to talk about what we're going to do for building. Okay, so we've got these 4 wood types basically here. Trying to think, maple, pine, birch, oak. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. So if I process out one of each of these, And then we'll go ahead and make these into planks. And we'll set up a little, you know, object yard over here. Just to kind of get a palette of what we want to build with. So, oh, and I forgot, I've got maple as well. Okay, maple, oak, birch, pine, and oak. Or walnut. Okay, so maple. Okay, so here's the palette, and I can already I do like the maple, but I think we're gonna go with the oak. The oak is gonna look the most consistent with like the Japanese villages that I've seen online. Although this walnut could be sprinkled in, it looks more weathered, and I'm definitely interested in maybe using it for roofing. Because I really like that roof texture. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's look at roofs. So this is maple. Okay, maple. Tell you what, I'm just gonna make all these into planks, and we'll use them accordingly, but we've already done maple. And then pine. Birch. Okay, so pine is here. And let's get some more oak so we can look at that roof. Go ahead and eat this bushmeat while we're walking over here. There's a dead hen there. We should really think about getting those chickens in a protected, fenced area. Maybe I'll do that next. We're running short on time for this episode soon. Boy, that's a big hole. But I'm just going to get a little bit more oak so I have the ability to make an oak roof. I'm also going to get these vines. The vines are suddenly becoming more important to me because you need more rope in this with the boat making mechanics. We'll talk about that in a future episode, but yeah, it's a really good thing to have different mechanisms of getting rope, and typically rope is made with cattails, but we're on an island. We don't have that many cattails. Alright, fuck. Tell you what. I'm gonna put a crate here. Okay, Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the oak in here. The excess, I mean. Okay, so that's enough. Alright. And we'll come back for that, because I forgot that I have this other chest on my back. I have the, actually, you know what I could do? I could put this on my back and carry this one. You go a little slow, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Still hearing the piglet out in the wilderness somewhere. I really do love this island. This island is beautiful, and I'm glad we're building on it. Might have been faster if I just set this down and came back for it. Oh well, we're almost there. Oh yeah, our bronze. I completely forgot about the bronze. That's okay. Once you melt an alloy, it takes far less energy to get it to remelt. Alright, I'll just put this here for now. Okay. And let's put this chest down here. Alright. Couple shelves there as well. Now, yeah, this is, oh, it never quite melted. That sucks. Okay. Well, we have to redo this one. That sucks. That was a waste. We'll get that going again. I'll try not to ignore it this time. We just never quite got it hot enough to melt all the way. I thought it would have. Good news is that'll give us time to get these extra molds in place. Alright, so now we can go ahead and finish what we're doing with the oak. Okay. And back over here to this. Alright, so putting this oak here. Alright, so yeah, I definitely don't like the oak roof. I like the oak wood. Probably the walnut roof. Maybe the maple. But this is basically the palette we're looking at. So, we'll figure something out, but it's good to have these options available. Definitely don't want to be doing a clay roof. Clay roofs take forever. So that's nice that we don't have to deal with that. Alright, let me get this oak crate going here. Oh, I can't put the crate on my back. That sucks. That's weird. I thought I could have. I think you can do normal crates, like a H crate and stuff. Weird. Should I put in... No, I can't put that on my back either. Bizarre. I can start putting walnut wood in this walnut crate. Just like I have oak wood in the oak crate. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to call it an episode. It's been a rebuilding episode, and it's been good, but I like to keep them a little bit shorter. So we'll pick it up here next time on Let's